Please, children, step right up for the star of our show today. You know him, you love him. Can't wait to hear him talk. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever and wherever you are. This is Steve, and I am the host and moderator of this meeting of Speech Anxiety Masters, or SAM, the world's only speech club that focuses on alleviating stuttering and speech anxieties. SAM is sponsored by the World Stop Stuttering Academy, the world's only community of ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. WSSA is dedicated to the cause of removing stuttering and speech anxieties from the planet by using the neuroscience method to stop stuttering, which is based on neuroscience and was created and is continuously expanded by Lee Lovett and by WSSA. We support all legal and moral issues that work, but these meetings will focus only on the neuroscience method. Our goals are to stop stuttering, to teach ourselves to love to speak in all situations, to alleviate, to elevate our lives through mind training, to improve our mental health, and to provide a support community of ex-stutterers to help PWS maintain our ability to stop stuttering. Our rules are simple. Number one, no one, and I mean no one, is required to say anything, but everyone is encouraged to speak, including those who stutter on every word. Number two, before speaking, please hit the raise hand button in your far right corner and be recognized by the moderator, me. Woo! 3, if you do not wish to speak, feel free to post a chat to everyone or any individual, including me, the host. But no one is required to reply to chats. And number 4, do not say anything, and I mean anything, that you would not be pleased for your parents or children to hear. And finally, please turn on your mute button and keep your mic muted until you are called on to speak. And be advised that these meetings are recorded and may be shown in whole or in part by WSSA on its website or elsewhere.
Who are the people who cannot beat stuttering, right?
Right.
Yeah. So those who cannot beat stuttering are those who do not want to beat it in the first place, or those who do not even try to use the methods. Because these methods do work, and I've seen that with my own eyes. It's like magic. So, only those who in the first place do not want it, or those who want to live with it, or those who do not even believe it will work, only they will never fix it.
Congratulations to my man Yassine. I watched your video the other day and it had me tear up. Oh man, I would have killed for a program like this at 13. Dude, you have no idea how much you have reset the trajectory of your life. You know, like, dude, you're my hero, man. Seriously. Like, you know, like you've been in my practice sessions. You always raise your hand. You want to go first. You want to do things that people were scared to do, man. You got a lot of heart, man. So I just want to say that. Pretty much everyone's already answered the question, but I'm going to try to say it in my own way. You have to be obsessed to beat this. You have to depend like your life depends on it, because it does. Simple as that. You got to want this more than you want to breathe, more than you want to eat, more than you want to sleep. And bottom line, if you don't put in the work, if you don't do the affirmations, heck, man, I mean, you guys have an app now. Like, I didn't have an app like this when I started. You guys have multiple practice sessions. Back when I started, there's maybe 1, 2, 3 at the most. And now you have a growing community. Like, you guys have all the tools to beat this. It's right in front of you. It's on the silver platter right now. But you gotta pick it up. You gotta use it. If you don't use it, like, that's on you. Like, it's like the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink it. I mean, this applies. I mean, look at Yassine. Like, he beat it in what, 2 months, a month, something like that, which is remarkable. I mean, this kid is, dare I say, the poster boy of the program now. I mean, come on. So yeah, that's all I really have to add. I want to give props where props are due. And you guys also have like a dozen coaches. You got Prathusha, you got Danny, you got Clifton, you got Javier, you got countless others, man. And plus you got Lee as like a free resource as well, man. I mean, you guys are some of the luckiest folks in the world. So that's it. That's all I want to say. I kind of rambled on, but you get the idea.
Even though I don't stutter, the only thing I wanted to say is that I clutter. But I noticed a big difference in my brother Yasin, that he reads and it helps a lot. I also read to slow down my speech, and it helps a lot because I see my brother when he before he joined, and when he started reading after he joined, his speech literally changed as he never stuttered. So that's all I wanted to say.
Great. And Hassan, we are so happy to have you here. Keep coming to every SAM meeting, okay?
Okay, I will. I'll try to come into every session.
Thank you so much. Actually, Hassan reminds me of Zach from Florida. Coach Lee, you remember Zach from Florida, right? He reminds me of him.
Absolutely. Zach beat it around age 12, and he's 16 now, and he's acting in school plays, and I think he's in a speech club, on a debate club or school public speaking club. Zach is. But you're right. He was here when he was Yassine's age, and I don't know how old Hassan is. Is it Hassan or Hassan?
It's Hassan, and I am 10 years old.
Well, good for you. And you speak like you're 20 at least.
What?
You speak like you're 20 at least.
I never knew that.
You speak like an older person. That's what you do, and that's wonderful. And so we're glad you're here setting an example for some of us. We all need good examples, and you're one. So thank you for coming.
You are welcome, Coach Lee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do you churn out these speeches so quickly, man? Like, you are like a machine, man.
Yeah, so I go on this platform called Chat GPT. I'm just kidding. No. To be honest, I read Lee's book, How to Stop Stuttering, Love Speaking, at this point 4 times. So I just gather all the inspiration from his words and I try to put my own different spin on it, if you will. So that's how I mostly come up with my SAM talks.
Obviously, you can copy whoever's talking to you. You can mimic their style. But I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be special. So I never do that. When somebody starts talking really fast, I slow down. If they get loud, I get quiet. And on one hand, it drives them crazy because it's hilarious, because they're trying to get the conversation going really fast and get you to talk really fast. And if you slow it down, you become in complete control of the conversation and therefore the situation.
Use that golden voice, baby.
You are, for me at least, my guardian angel and my inspiration. And every time that I hear your wonderful, soothing voice, I just feel calm, and I just know that everything is going to be all right. So thank you for that speech, and you are an amazing coach.
Well, thank you for your comments. I was going to tell Bob to move on to the next one because I don't want you to make me cry at another SAM meeting again.
Hassan, wonderful comments. You're such a young guy, And you were talking about not having difficulty speaking slowly. It's like everything else. You have to practice it. And it's a habit, and you can do it, but it takes discipline. All of life progress virtually requires discipline, and speech is no exception. Slow down, take your time, pronounce your words, be passionate about what you have to say.
I will. Thank you,
Thank
Coach Lee.
Okay, Hassan.
Wow. I am speechless. That was a brilliant speech. Very, very well done. And at the part when you said that when somebody mocks you, then it like feels like as if they are like tearing your soul. I was saying that when somebody mocks you, do not let their words affect you so much. Like I learned this once I joined this program where one of the affirmations said, the only opinion of me that matters is my opinion of myself, which really showed me that whenever somebody mocks you, like at the end of the day, what's the worst that they can do? Like all that they can do is say something. Now it's up to you that if you want it to affect you or if you want to dust it off. But your speech was brilliant and especially the final words, fantastic. Well done.
Thank you so much, Yasin. Amazing words from an amazing boy.
My only question to you is that for anyone who may be watching this right now and is still on the fence about subscribing to the StopStutter app, what would you say to convince them? Because clearly it's paid off for you in dividends.
Thank you so much, Danny, for your thoughts. So my advice to someone who's on the fence about whether buying this program would work or not, I would say just take the leap and go for it. It's a mere price to pay. It's nothing compared to what people charge, and it really makes a difference. The program is about neuroscience. It's about the mind and how you can train your mind to achieve fluency. It does require work, but everything that makes you successful requires work. And in a few months, like I have, you can achieve fluency. So just go for it.
Lee Lovett's neuroscience approach to tackling stuttering is very revolutionary, and I wish it was more widely used because stuttering it's a completely mental issue. When I was young, I thought it was something physical. I thought I wasn't breathing correctly or some other thing. If I had known it was like a mental issue and had known practical ways to tackle that, I would have been better off. I think it is a completely subconscious shift in your identity. And I think your subconscious mind, each time it hears yourself being a fluent speaker, it will slowly, in the background, without even you realizing it, it will shape your mental image of who you are from a stutterer to a fluent speaker. And it's something that occurs in the background. It's not something you can control. It's a completely subconscious thing that happens over time.
Dusha, I have nothing but respect for you. I think you're simply the best. You know, you are, I've said this many times, a pillar of this program. You are the queen, and I bow down to you.
Next on the mic from Boston, we got my man John from Beantown. He's going to say some things, so just listen up. He's wicked awesome, all right?
I would like to say hello to Lee. Lee, I have been dying to talk to you directly. Finally, I am able to meet the man that is changing my life.
So prior to joining WSSA, like, back then there was no WSSA. Prior to meeting Coach Lee, my life was not so good. I used to be a loner. I used to talk very less. I was struggling to make friends, and I was a bright student, and only I know that I was a bright student, because every single time the teacher asks a question, I know the answer, but I just couldn't answer it due to my stuttering. But after I met Lee, my life, took a whole, it just turned my life, I would say, because and I was so fortunate to meet him at the right at the beginning of my professional life. So when I joined one IT firm, in the starting, we had to shift a lot of teams. So every time I moved to a new team, I have to introduce myself, and self-introductions were really a nightmare for me. But Coach Lee, after he taught me the first crutch, I could see a drastic improvement, both in my confidence, my mindset, and my speech. And from there on, I started implementing the crutches, the mind training, and I used to read aloud every single day without fail. And my income right now, I would say it has increased by tenfold. So I'm so proud of what I've achieved, and it's only because of this one true soul. And I'm so happy, and I'm thankful to Coach Lee always and forever.
Now, I have not earned my first job yet because I'm only 13 right now. But recently, in my school, I have been learning about finance. So, all that I can say right now is that I honestly feel like that if I stay in this program, if I read aloud every single day, if I recite my affirmations every single day, once I grow old and once it's time for me to earn my first job, I will enter the interview with a big smile on my face. And I am certain that I will absolutely destroy that interview. So I feel like that as long as I'm in this program, I will improve my speech day by day. And I feel like that once I'm old enough and then once I earn my first job, I will literally destroy it by then. So I was about to say that thank you, Coach Lee, and thank you everyone for improving my speech so much.
Lee has given you guys the recipe to bake a fluency cake. Okay? He's given you the ingredients. He's given you the measurements. He's given you the temperature, the time. The only thing is, it's different for each and every one of you, because the fluency cake might come out of the oven a little sooner, a little bit later, maybe at the designated time in the book, but it's going to come out. But again, you have to be the one to take the ingredients, measure it out, stir it, heat it up, and then put in the oven. Like, that's up to you. But I promise you, I promise every single PWS in here that fluency cake is going to be the best cake you've ever had in your life. Anyways, Danny, thank you so much. Lee, folks, I hope you enjoyed my cake analogy. Thank you.
Can you tell me what your favorite affirmation is? Like, what was the one that you would probably use the most, like before like a pressured speaking situation?
So my favorite affirmation is, my speech fears create calm fluency. I think that helps me. It helps me calm down.
Right. Thank you, Steve. And what a lovely host you are. You are by far the most charismatic host in the history of Stam. I'll keep it short since I know we're running way over time. Nick, I just want to say that I love you. I don't really say that to a lot of guys, let alone a Greek. And for those who don't know, just Google Euro 2004 and you know why I'll say that. I just want to say you are such a motivational and inspirational figure. Every time I'm explaining this wonderful program to any PWS, I always tell them, go on YouTube, go on the app, and watch Nick from Greece's Stop Stuttering story. And if that can't motivate and inspire you to know how effective this program is, then I don't know what will. So thank you, my friend, and it is an honor to call you a friend.
Thank you so much, Danny. And I love you too, brother. You have helped me in more ways than I can ever count and show you. And I'm proud to also call you my own friend. So thank you so much, Danny. Thank you, brother.
It's very important to realize that it takes a lot longer to overcome fear than it does to stop stuttering. But you can't overcome fear until you stop having humiliating stuttering incidents. Then, as Clifton said earlier, it's just a question of time until the fear dies. One of the US presidents years ago, Roosevelt, said, we have not, talking about the Second World War, said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. I stopped stuttering at around age 30. I feared it to about age 40. I did not stutter in my 30s. No one thought of me as a stutterer. Quite to the contrary. They increasingly thought of me as a very good speaker, and I gave a lot of formal speeches. And I had fear in all of them. Fear is not stuttering. Don't sweat it. Like Clifton said, it will die. Just keep talking a little bit more under pressure, and it's going to die.
The most impressive thing, as you were speaking, was you were always smiling. So it always radiates positive energy, as when we are smiling while speaking. So all in all, it was a very good speech and a very inspiring. Thanks.
Thank you, Dreyer. Um, so, so all of these parents and my faculty, I have 4 assistants with me. They all know I stutter. Do you think I care? Absolutely not. Zero. I don't care. It is, but it is because I am there for their kids and to teach and to love and to nurture them and to teach them. It's not because, oh, I stutter. The friends I think, oh, I'm like, she's not smart, she's not like intelligent. Yes, I am intelligent and I love their kids and I love my job and I, they're all like, no, I stutter. Of course I know. You think I care? I don't care anymore. It's done. I am too old to think about, oh, she stutters. Oh, no, thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day. I'm done with this. I am too old for it. So let's move on and do my job. So I think you should too, okay? Don't give a beep, just saying.
It's a very great attitude to have.
Just
Yeah,
keep going, push yourself. It's not like worth it. Life is short. Life is short. Okay. Like my friends, young ones out there, like all of you are, I'm like in your 20s, please, life is short. Enjoy yourself, love your hair and your speech and your eyes and your skin. Love yourself. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, speaking of challenges, my speech has been a challenge or had been a challenge all my life. And I always knew that this is not something that I wanted to live with. I always looked forward to the day that I would overcome stuttering. As some people say, oh, people outgrow their stutter, and most do without any effort. And when I was a kid, I often looked to the future and I was like, oh, when I turn 25 or 30, this will be behind me and I will no longer deal with the stuttering. And however, I didn't have the tools through Coach Lee. But now that I do, I'm glad that I could overcome that challenge and finally look behind and say that, oh, that's all behind me.
We surprised Yasin. He didn't want us to join, so we tried joining in stealth mode so that he doesn't know we're here. But yeah, we just wanted to be here. First of all, Yasin, that was amazing. I'm so proud of you. And all of the coaches here, we are so grateful for you guys, Coach Lee, and all the participants, even who join all the sessions and practice with him daily. It means so much to us. And Yasin, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And
Thank you.
Yeah, four or
Thank
five.
you, Mama. Thank you, Baba.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months ago, we never would have thought that this day would ever come, or even something even close to this day would ever come, where he's here and talking. So it's just a miracle that we came across Coach Lee. Definitely. I mean, life-changing for him and life-changing for us. So we wanted to be here on the Sam Talk. We're extremely grateful. Thank you so much for all that
you guys have been such a big inspiration for him and for us also. We've learned so much from all of you, every single person here, honestly, because whenever Yasin is in his practice sessions, I'm usually in the room somewhere listening. And I am just so amazed by how awesome you all are. Just keep on doing what you all are doing. And I know that you guys are really, really special and way better than people who can talk and just talk without thinking. So really, you guys mean so much to us, and this entire community means so much to us. I'm so proud of Yasin, but most of all, like, I'm so grateful for you all.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You're the first parents who have ever attended one of our meetings, to my knowledge, and that's a great tribute to you. I can only say that your son has been such a blessing to this group. He's in addition to being Hollywood handsome, he has a great spirit about him, and we just love him to death. Everybody here loves him, and they would all steal him away from you. If you're not careful, we'll come capture him and take him home with us because he's such a joy. So thank you for sharing him with us. Thank you for coming, and thank you for having Yasin. What a credit he is to you. He's going to have a great future, and he's going to be a great speaker. You mark my words.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Lee. You're amazing.
I consider myself a practicing Muslim. I used to supplicate to God to remove this speech issue. I then came across Lee Lovett's methods and his amazing Skype sessions. I can't put into words how grateful I am. And I only wish goodness for Lee, his family, and everyone in WSSA who facilitated this program, who made this program available to all of us here. This program is amazing. The people here are amazing and welcoming. I get WhatsApp messages from many people informing me that my videos inspire them. It shows them that their speech issue will be cured.
What stuttering does to you is it makes you feel like you have to work extra hard on top of everything to please people so that they can accept you. So if I'm in a group or I'm among other people, I will find myself trying to do everything else so that they will like me, so that they can accept me. And some people even go out of their way to try to help you. Like when you try to buy food, they will try to help you order the food, and then they will just try to help you. But when you're alone, if you have to do it yourself, then you feel like, oh, maybe if I have somebody here with me, I can just buy whatever they're buying to avoid having to speak what I want or say the type of food I want. So that pain, I see where he pushes you to the point of where speaking is, for me now, since I started this WSSA, it's an opportunity. I don't run away from it anymore. I see it like an opportunity to use what I've learned, like speaking with passion, extreme pronunciation, and to my surprise, a friend of mine at work, he was like, "Man, your speech has improved." That gave me joy the whole day. I went home, I was so happy. It's like I've been running away from speaking situations, but with the app, the program, I put myself in there so I can test slowly and see. So instead of having to run away, I go into it with the mindset of, let me see if I can try this crutch or that crutch to see if it will work. So I feel only a stutterer can feel your pain the pain of inadequacy, like I have to do some extra stuff to make people like me. So you have to carry extra weight. Like speaking in front of a crowd is already a very daunting task. Then to add stuttering on top of it, it's like the whole world is resting on your shoulder at that point.
I realized to myself, I can't carry on like this. I have to learn how to get into the habit of speaking properly. I want to get married one day. I want to be able to speak to my children, and I want to be able to read to my children. How am I going to be able to read to my children if I can't speak? So that was my number one motivation, is I have to be able to speak.
Speech anxiety definitely takes a toll on your mental health. And when I used to stutter, I didn't have many friends. It was hard to network with people. And I used to be a taciturn. No friends, completely ostracized. But once I met you, Lee, and my life changed. Thank you so much for that. And once I started to, become fluent, I never thought that I would enjoy speaking and socializing with people. I thought I was, I had aversion towards that. But actually, no, I actually enjoyed speaking with people. And I felt more alive when I did that. And people would be like, can't you just shut up for a minute? I am too loquacious now. I keep talking, and yeah, so that's how it is now.
When I used to have a stutter, that I used to have very severe anxiety, and I would be depressed all the time because I couldn't communicate or talk. So yeah, then later throughout life, I started doing things to boost up my confidence, but I still stuttered. I still feared and was anxious about words. So what this program did, it allowed me to be in control more of my thoughts. Because in order to stop stuttering, you gotta be aware of your thoughts of what's going on.
Accomplished a milestone as far as like joining this program, because what drove me to join this program was a bad interview. Interviews have always been kind of like a dreadful thing. And recently I was interviewed by 3 people. I did amazing, reminding myself that I have tools, I don't have to be panic mode and I can use those tools. And I spoke very comfortably. I was very entertaining and ended up fluent and confident can lead to, financial mediocrity and unhappiness in career, right? So I was in a career that I did not enjoy. Stuttering is a symptom of anxiety, but it does lead to more anxiety. And when you can conquer stuttering, right, you can reduce that anxiety. And the benefits that you do get is a more confident person, a more happy.
Within these 2 weeks, I've just approached so many strangers and I just really put myself out there, and I've made so many friends and so many amazing interactions. And actually, I have been practicing to speak like a king. I delivered 2 presentations and their retention rate for people was so high. Like I think out of their room of 40 people, 30 people were looking at me, and I just love that. I just want to appreciate your program, and I think I'm reaching mastery stages. So.
What is it that stops everyone from believing? Because if we know that this really works, then why doesn't everybody choose to do that?
Listen, you asked a question that just broke the bank, and shame on you. And we're not going to allow you to come back here and ask any more questions. I'm kidding, Tara.
For the first time, I stumbled upon your book many years ago. As you know, I was a very severe case. And just by beginning to read the book and watching a few of your videos of your sessions with other PWS, I began to believe that I finally found a solution. And just by that, my speech improved in just immediately, just by that belief. But of course, you've got to do something else because you've got to take some action, right? Because if not, that belief is not going to last for a long time.
My question was in terms of your affirmations. Is there one you really enjoyed? Thank you.
I made a new affirmation for myself yesterday. I said I will speak fluently and clearly when presenting. And I've just been saying that over and over. So that has been really good. And funnily enough, I have more confidence when I say them in the shower, but that's a whole another thing. So yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
I think he said he speaks fluently in the shower. I can tell you that Coach Lovett has always told me that he sings best in his shower. So we all get the point.
And then most of all, I'm most grateful for those of you I can look at. I mean, you may be as ugly as Noah from Switzerland, or Javier or something. You may be that ugly, but but it's okay. I understand how it is to be ugly. And so Noah and I get along great. And we show our faces and it is what it is. Isn't that right, Noah? I mean, aren't we comfortable showing our
Absolutely, Lee. Yeah, and I guess that's what I get for wearing an outfit with flashy colors. I'm the first one. I'm the first target. It's like an
anybody
arrow. It's like an arrow target.
For anybody who doesn't know, Noah is a singer and an extremely good one. And his name is Noah Sam, his professional name. And I've heard him sing, and he's as good as anybody I've ever heard.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Folks, the mic is yours. Feel free to discuss whatever you want to talk about. I also encourage you to talk in a funny voice today, because it's rather fun. And I cannot stop myself right now. Once I start, I just keep going. But yeah, Lee, I agree with your comment that you made. Drugs are never an answer. Neither is alcohol. And I don't know, that might be a good topic. Maybe you guys want to talk about that. So guys, just jump in. I'm not going to call on anyone. Just turn your mic on and start talking. Yes, you can use your French accent. You can do whatever you want.
Before I joined this program, I dreaded presentations, just like everyone was. They were very intimidated by presentations, and that was my biggest fear. But I've made that into my biggest superpower, because now I just think to myself that when I present, it's like I'm tapping into a different instrument, and I get very excited about that.
It was an incredible story.
Program has changed many lives, and it can still change yours. Work hard, follow the neuroscience method. I am so happy to be a part of this amazing community. Everyone here is kind, supportive, understands what.
Have an extremely exciting few months ahead as well.
Well, that's great. And we really appreciate your future help when you're inside that medical community, because anything you say or do is going to help us a lot.
Exactly.
Because they'll believe you and they won't believe us.
That is a shame, is all I can say. They missed out on you, Lee.
All right. Have a great weekend, mate.
Likewise. Thank you.
Never, ever drank alcohol in my entire life. And even if I were to try, it's not allowed in my religion anyway. And even if I drank it, my mother would absolutely ruin my life. So never,
I think
ever.
in general, there are two types of people. The people that look for an easy fix and the people that want to actually do the hard work and achieve long-term change. Alcohol and drugs might serve as an easy fix, but at the end, you must pay the piper, and it's a really huge cost. So I think this is why WSSA is the only way of doing it in a long way that is healthy.
USSA for me is a school that I have to go through and at some point graduate to fix myself to a point where I am fluent. So if you're viewing stuttering from the lens of a pill, then you might consider alcohol. You don't drink your way to becoming a doctor or a lawyer. You have to study. So that mindset changed for me when I found this app because the app was packed and I saw a very good roadmap to fluency. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is the way. There is no shortcuts. There is no cutting corners.
Addiction is the only prison where the lock is inside. I've never ever heard that. Most of us always deal with people who had a problem with alcohol or drugs or something like that. Nothing captures how terrible it is when you get caught in that cycle.
Holy shnikes, man.
All right. Up next is the man with the most beautiful accent in the world, John from Glasgow.
Well, I don't know about the most beautiful accent. My accent sounds like, you know, when you scratch your fingernails down a blackboard and barbed wire. It's kind of a similar to that. Well, anyway.
Well, I just want to say, gosh, today was a bad day. I don't think I
No, don't say that,
stumbled
Terry.
over.
Don't say that.
No,
Don't say it's a
honestly,
bad day, Terry. It's never a
Coach,
bad day.
thank you. Coach Fleet can actually vouch for me. I haven't stumbled over words like this, like I did earlier in years, honest to God. And I was getting ready to give up. I was just going to say, forget just everything. And I'm so glad that something just clicked and something said, you can't give up. You had a bad day. And when I tell you I haven't had a bad day like I had earlier in years, I stutter, I stammer, I do all of the above. But for some, I can't blame it on, I didn't get 4 hours of sleep. I'm sorry. I only got 4 hours of sleep. I cannot. I was scared for some, I don't know. And now I sat up here and I said, Terry, you are human. It's okay. And I'm going to get right back on it. So I just want to thank everyone, you all, because I am not a quitter. And honest to God, I felt like giving up. And then I see the little, well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say little, Yazin. I see you and you're here and I'm like, I can't give up. I can't. And I know. So thank you guys again.
Well, thank you for being here, Terry. And I'll just say,
You're not allowed to give up. She's not allowed to give up. You got to deal with me, and you're not going to do that. So it's over.
I know we're running late on time, but I'll just tell you, Terry, don't let this get in your head. And after this meeting, think about what you should have done different, and then never think about it again. Just put it away. Because if you dwell on it, that's not progress.
Exactly.
So don't even think about it. Just
I'm not.
move forward.
I'm not.
And we're so glad you're here, Terry.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thanks for sharing that. I 100% agree. I've fallen off the wagon countless of times, probably close to 10 times, and I'm here now, hosting this meeting. I mean, having a bad speech day doesn't mean anything in my book.
Okay.
You can let that go. You don't have to hold on to it and overanalyze. You can just get rid of it.
Good evening, family. Sylvia, you're such a motivation. The question that I have for you is, I struggle to speak to my partner and my close friend about my stammering. So I just need to check if you are free and you talk to them, like you tell them that, you know what, I'm a stammer. Because I find it so difficult with, there is no one that I ever talked to, like I'm 40 years now. I'm 43 actually, but I've never become honest to say I'm a stammerer, I try to hide it. Even now I'm having this session, I locked my door. My husband is on the other side. I don't want him to know that I'm having this. How do you deal with it?
I accepted at some point, but also stuttering doesn't define me. It's not me. I mean, you shouldn't, it's not something you shouldn't be afraid of. And other people won't love less because they know that you stutter. And you will find out that most of the people don't care if you stutter, if you wear if you wear glasses because you don't see well. I mean, my husband, he is one of the biggest supporter. He helped me. Also, he was listening to me when I was reading aloud. So also you can see that from this perspective.
Ciao Silvia, parlo solo un po' di italiano. Il tuo discorso è stato fantastico. So brava. Well done. I really loved all the hand gestures.
Today marks the biggest occasion for football fans, and I would like to take a moment to address the beginning of my speech about a football league final today. Today is the final of the Champions League, and it is between Stop Stuttering FC and Satan Stuttering FC. Over the last 6 to 8 months, I have switched allegiances from Satan Stuttering FC to Stop Stuttering FC, and I have trained, prepared for this one moment to arise. I would like to take a moment to appreciate the club owner and the chairman of Stop Stuttering FC, Lee Levet, Coach Lee Levet. Your program has been game-changing. You were also one of the reasons why I joined this program, because without you, I wouldn't have been able to see that big transformation. And it was on YouTube also. I watched the entire video.
Kabir, your words, it's inspire me. And I agree with you. Everyone here is kind and ready to help anytime. This program, like a miracle, sent to me after years from praying. I have a lot of session therapy before this program, and it is don't change anything in my speech. Just like Kabir, I also felt big changes in my life. My family and friends are surprised by how fluent, confident, and calm I have become. Now I can say what's in my mind without fear. I feel like a farmer who worked hard, and now I see the fruits of my work. My fluency is not the only thing that changed. My energy, self-care have all improved too. When you work hard, you will always get results. This is a universal law. If you give efforts, you will receive success. Thank you for listening to me.
Everyone to leave a 5-star review on the StopStutter app. It's the least we can do for such a marvelous program that has helped so many of us.
Thank you.
We have Clifton from Alabama on the Crimson Tide. Clifton, the mic is yours.
WSSA is the key to the prison cell. You still have to walk out of the prison on your own, but WSSA is the key. And I'm forever grateful to the Levitts for that. And that's all I've got. I won't take up too much of the spotlight because I know who's next. So have at it, buddy.
Well, for me, it all began because I would overthink a lot. Everything in my life that I would used to do, I would try to make it as perfect as possible. It's not only about my speech, but everything else in between, including a simple action like, well, eating. Can you believe it? When I would used to eat with my family, And if my mother, let's say, was just smiling at me, I would be so overthinking. I would wonder, why is my mom smiling at me? Like, oh no. And can you believe it? It got to such an extreme level that I could not eat food for half of my life. Yet, can you believe it? Only because of overthinking. I was afraid of eating my food. And it was the same thing for how I got this issue. I would overthink my words when I would say anything. And if I would like mispronounce a word, and I would wonder that, oh no, I mispronounced a word. Now what will others will think about me? All right? And I began to overthink so hard that not only have I got this issue now, but I got many other issues, like not able to eat, not able to sleep, so many more along the way. But after I joined within this program, I did the 1, 2, 3 punch. I followed the neuroscience method. I learned that the only opinion of me that matters is my opinion of myself. And I do not need to care or worry about any other's opinion. And all of those problems of eating, sleeping, and disfluency all went away. All because of this program. I am forever grateful to Coach Lee and everyone in this program, and thanks you all of you.
Yassine, you are brilliant. You're one of the smartest people I know. I know you're 12 or something like that, but you are so intelligent. And you hit the nail on the head when you said it's your opinion of yourself. That's the only opinion you've got to, everyone here needs to focus on that. What is your opinion of yourself? Well, most of us think we're inferior, we're, as Steve said, too tall or too short or too something. But the fact of the matter is, if we're doing our best at what we do and being loving people, we have a good reason to hold our head up high. And we're going to make mistakes. We're going to make speech mistakes too. And that's fine. But we have to have, and we deserve, if we're doing bad things, we don't deserve to have a good opinion of ourselves. But if we're not doing bad things, we do. And so everybody here needs to have a good opinion of themselves, and the speech will follow along. Speech is just one manifestation of what we're thinking. So, Yassine, great job. Your opinion of yourself. Everyone here needs to work on that. And I'm so glad you have and that you're doing it. God bless you, man.
All right, next on the mic, we got Gary from New York. Gary, the mic is yours. All right.
The coaching is to save the life, like the doctors, because they know the feeling, they know what is the pain also, and I really appreciate to saving the life, and I want to say thank you all the coaches, and keep doing what you are doing and save the life.
Okay, next on the mic, we got Shoki from South Africa. I'm speaking like John right now.
I had my first session with Danny last year. I think it was around April or May. And I must say that I thought that this whole thing is just a scam. I'm an auditor by profession. So I studied this here for over a year. And until I had a very bad incident on the 15th of May, I called Danny crying. I couldn't even talk. I was crying, Danny knows. On the 24th of May, I joined the program officially. I cannot forget that date because my mother passed on that day in 2011. So I joined the program officially. And when I see the things that are there on the app, and compared to what I paid, I'm like, oh my God. And I was thinking that this is a scam and there's a lot of things. So whoever is here, if you are new and you are still doubting, you are wasting your time, just get in. I regret so much for wasting a year of my life. Coach Lee, thank you very much for this. You have done a great job for us. Thank you.
You're glowing right now, man, just with enthusiasm, man. And
thank you, bro.
And the fact that you play pro football and Danny was your coach, I bet you guys had some really fun sessions, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Very good. Real quick, man, I just want to do something. I want to put you on the spot, all right?
Yeah.
So let's pretend that your team just won the cup, okay?
Yeah.
And I am a reporter.
Yeah.
Ask you a question, okay? All right. So the game is over now, and with me today is a young man who scored the winning goal at the last minute of the cup finals. So, Mohammed, tell us what was going through your mind right as you're about to kick the ball, while you're on the pitch, and how could your team effectively move forward next year, winning possibly another cup? Go ahead, young man.
Yeah, I'm really excited to score and my goal in the World Cup. I was dreaming since I was a kid to score in these games, especially scoring at the last minute is the dream of any kid. So
congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate.
Wonderful, Steve. That was amazing. I actually saw Mohammed's video on YouTube, the one that he was interviewed. He was interviewed by a person. I saw it like a few months back, and the recent interview. Mohammed, trust me, the speech-wise, your fluency, it was so evident. Like in your recent interviews, your speech was amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Just if I repeat my favorite affirmation, which was if I can say one word anywhere, anytime, I can say any word anywhere, anytime. That one in my head just convinces me. And just I know that I can speak fluently when I'm alone. So why wouldn't I be able to speak fluently when I'm talking with someone? That's just the mental I use when speaking.
Really, really like how Marcus was saying how he basically found this by absolute luck. And even in my own case, I don't know exactly how I found the org, but likely through some uh combination of Reddit links, which were speaking mostly badly about it, and then other links. But I think that is exactly why we are, doing this work and we're doing various interviews. And I just really wanted to also issue a big thanks to Dean and Ambassador Siebert and others who are helping us get the media messaging out there. Because I think it's only once we have media messaging with the masses that this will really be reachable by others. And as Lee often says, it's not only like this isn't only a solution specifically for those who stutter. It's for anyone who has any speaking issue, and most people have some speaking issue. It's most of us view speaking as more scary and more dangerous than even death on its own, right? So I think that there's just such an immense opportunity to expand and overall just broaden the scope of the offerings that we have here at WSSA. So I just wanted to briefly mention all of that. And
Oh, for sure. For sure. And thank you for that comment. That's true. And I'll say one of my strategies on Reddit was to just let the negative comments happen because they're going to happen anyway. But I would post on Reddit and be like, hey, has anybody heard of this Lee Lovett guy? And then just let the comments explode because it would start a conversation. And there was tons of Googles out of it. People going and researching it because everybody's like giving their own opinion. But that way I could bring it up without getting banned because otherwise I'd get kicked off of our Stutter.
Perfectionism. Like, we're scared to look weak. It's simple as that. We're scared to look weak. Like, from the day we come out of our mother's womb to right now, we're constantly bombarded with advertisements and people telling us that we're no good. Oh, you're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not smart enough. You're not rich enough. You're not tall enough. You're not this. You're not that. You're not blah, 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 blah. Just every day. And like, that's the whole point of advertising, is to make us feel like crap so we buy products to feel better. Simple as that. Like, it's not even our
fault. Like it's the way society is programmed for us from the get-go. All right. And the great thing about this program, it's a neuroscience-based program. So what are we doing? We're essentially reprogramming our mind to ignore all that noise, all that distortion out there. And that's all it is. It's distortion. You know, like that's why they say like prayer and meditation are so like important, because you don't hear that noise anymore. And for a few minutes, you have some clarity. And guess what happens when you have clarity? Hey, my life's not so bad. I'm not so bad. I'm not so ugly. I'm not so short. I'm not so whatever. Fill in the blank. All right. So the whole point of this program is to reprogram our brain, use these crutches, read out loud, create more fluency memories, and we use those fluency memories like a bank account, like it's a deposit into our memory bank. And then over time, it's going to have compound interest, and it's going to be paying for itself, dividends, and then you'll be fluent. And then guess what? Once you're fluent, you still have problems. All right. It's not going to solve all your problems. Okay. But it will solve a big problem. Fun fact, like when I became fluent, my mom didn't care. My dad didn't care. But I cared. And it meant the world to me. And because of that, I was able to carry myself around with some dignity for a change versus being slumped over and scared and timid. So that's what this program can offer. So fear, it's just unnecessary noise and feedback. Anyways, I'm done. Someone else talk now.
Some great points there. I see that Vish has some comments as well about fear.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Noah. So yeah, I would say whenever we speak, and it is not only for us who have speaking challenges, but for any speaker, when he or she is speaking to a group of 20, 30 people, we are always conscious that we are speaking to a group. Will I speak good? Will I speak that is smart? Will the audience think that this guy is really presenting some meaningful material? Or audience will say, this guy is there wasting our time. So I would say fear is natural, and it is the way you cope up with the fear that is the main thing.
So that being said, Chris from Texas.
Damn, I was next.
That sounded pretty passionate, to be honest.
Hold on.
So I think she should get it.
Let's let Terry go, and then Chris, you can go. Sorry, I'm just looking at my screen. It's the order that it appears.
Sorry.
It's nothing personal.
No,
I
that
love
was
you,
good.
Terry. I love everyone in here.
I didn't
Terry,
think anyone.
You're Mike.
I'm
Chris, you're
sorry.
next.
I am
us how you
so
feel.
sorry. I didn't think anyone heard me. You don't know, because I am nervous. So I'm like, okay, I'm after him. And then I'm waiting, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to do exactly what you said. Speak with extreme pronunciation. And I do apologize, but I didn't think anyone heard me, Steve. Where is Sebastian? Where is he? Where's my angel? There you go.
Hey, Terry, I'm here.
Sorry.
Okay, so next on the mic, yo, we got my man from New Jersey, Amarius. Yo, the mic is yours, my man. Go ahead.
Thanks, my man.
Speak your words, son. Word is born.
My favorite hobby was football, but now I changed to read aloud. Minimum, I read aloud for 2 hours. I really enjoy it. I don't feel any tired to read aloud, especially when I feel more injecting feeling passion. It makes my day bright. Reading aloud is now like my food. I never leave even one day. So read aloud is now my favorite thing is to do daily basis.
And reading aloud actually unearthed a lot of feelings in me. In the past, I remember I used to speak like a robot, okay, like without feelings. The moment the switches to the speaking mode, all I could think of is words. And once you think of words, you know how you appear. You appear like a robot because you keep thinking about them in your head again and again. So once I started to, read, I found that I actually have emotions and feelings, right? And when you use them and you feel beautiful about your speech, that's more important. And reading practices, not only helps you to listen to your own fluency from your lips, but it's also an opportunity to actually practice the crutches. I always practice my crutches while I read aloud. And also, looking back, I remember I in fact expanded my comfort zone through reading aloud. So, for example, once I became confident reading out aloud alone, all by myself, I slowly started to, read aloud in front of my mother and then my brother. My brother used to tease me a lot, okay, but still I, made up that made up my mind and I wanted to read out aloud in front of him. And he was also surprised that I could read without stuttering. And that gave me a lot of confidence. And I slowly started narrating small, small stories in front of my friends with confidence. So that's how I was able to expand my comfort zone. So I think, guys, in WSSA, we have a community, right? We have WhatsApp group. And if you feel that you're bored reading out aloud alone, find a buddy or find a group of people. You can practice reading aloud with them. And that actually has a lot more impact, I would say.
This is the man who changed my life. I'm so happy that I'm part of this program. It's not only about stuttering, it's also teaching us about the principles of life, how you can be happy. It's teaching us a lot. I'm no longer taking painkillers. I was taking painkillers every single day of my life. And I think stuttering was contributing to my stress. So now that I am part of this program, I'm positive about life. I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Danny. And I thank the WSSA organization because I don't know, it's not about the money, but the lives that have been impacted here is something that no amount of cash could ever surpass or could ever match up to. It's like a lot of lives has been impacted tremendously because I believe like last year, I would never ever have to speak. I would run away from anything that involves speaking. It's something I keep running away from. But today, I am looking for a situation where I'll have to speak. It's like I'm going into the situation. So I thank God for
Steve,
that.
if his dog can read aloud, it's a beautiful dog. And if it can read aloud, I think you should ask it to read a few words for us, Steve.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Check it out.
Oh, what a beautiful creature. Really, seriously.
I am the college student that Cindy had been mentoring, and I'm so grateful that my mom loves wine because that's how she had actually met Cindy. First was at her winery, and then my mom had actually noticed her speech, but she had the courage to say, "Hey, Cindy, I had noticed your speech. My daughter also, excuse me, my daughter also had to stutter, so I think it would be great for you guys to meet." And then it's been history from that point on. And Cindy inspires me basically every time we call and text.
Thank you very much, Samantha. As she said, she was the reason why I looked and found Coach Lee's book. Those goofy speech language pathologist told me all my life, stuttering cannot be fixed. You are stuck with it. Just grin and bear it. It is a burden on your back. And they were wrong. And Coach Lee, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So when I start very slow, one word or two words, and break and pause. And then I observe my speed is increasing. Flow is taking care of me. I go from 3 words to 5 words, and I am in the flow. I am running fine. So the first job is start well, start slow, get yourself into the flow. Again, since I feel it, it is easy to say, but affirmation work wonderful. I keep playing this affirmation in my car when I am going for the meeting. Start slow, and in the meeting it works well. Thank you.
I gotta say, that's a wonderful slogan or acronym, Vishwanath. Start slow or talk slow into the flow. Talk slow into the flow. I think
Yeah.
that's a great acronym that a lot of people could use that, I think, to their benefit.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that. Thank you.
Discipline is the key to all of the aspect of our lives. If we really want to improve ourselves, if we want to develop our skills, we have to be disciplined. And discipline, you can't really be disciplined just like that. You need to set your goals, to have a reason why to be disciplined, why the goal matters. Why do you want to be fluent? Because I knew a lot that just embraced their stutter and didn't really care. So if a person really want to overcome it, he has to make it as a reason why. He has to wake up for it.
It points on discipline. It is not a short 100-meter run. This is a long marathon. So discipline, hard work, everything needed. And of course, this community and some of the CSTs, I have seen them closely. They are so dedicated. They keep helping others. So great work and great job, Musa. I will keep in touch with you since you are going to be a billionaire soon, and it's good to be in touch with a billionaire.
We as stutterers, like the majority of us, love to always try to make everything perfect. We try to never sound as people who stutter. We try to push ourselves too hard to do something that we cannot do in that moment because we are not prepared. We don't have the capacities. We don't have the skills, the tools to do that. And when we run through a bad incident or just a small block or something, we tend to beat ourselves up, as I used to do before I spoke with Javi. I always try to make everything perfect, to sound as a fluent person, to be normal. But in reality, we are not like fluent people. Although a lot of fluent people block sometimes and they don't care. And we just have to be like
that. It's been a long time since I've attended one of these meetings, but after I saw that it was the famous Anoa, I knew that I had to drop by. And it's been great to see all of these compliments that you've gotten. I have to say, I think that your ego is getting a little bit too inflated. So I'll say it was just okay to balance everybody out.
Things, but I want to emphasize as well just the transformation. I think I was there at your first practice session, and it's like it's a whole new person. It's like a caterpillar who turned into a cocoon and is now a butterfly.
I'm thrilled that you overcame this demon, and you did it without the support of your family. They say that we can't choose the people in our family, but we can choose our friends. And right now, you are in a room full of your friends who have your back, who support you, and who will continue to support you. And your determination is simply amazing. You clawed your way out of the 7 rings of hell to get where you are right now. And you are a shining example of perseverance, hard work, and most importantly, the heart. And I just want you to know that I'm proud of you. And I gotta say, I love coming to meetings. Saturday is my favorite day of the week because I get to hear a new story and see someone else inspire others and change lives. So that's all I wanted to say.
Amazing. I've always been inspired of how brave you are in the first place, right? You did not just beat stuttering, you overcame fear, right? And I can resonate with one thing that you said, that parents weren't supportive. And even my father, who's no more right now, but when we were, like many years back, he used to tease how I stutter. Can you just imagine? Your home is supposed to be your safest place, and people are supposed to, accept you for who you are. But I got mocked and by my own father. So I can totally understand, how it feels to be not supported by your parents. But trust me, if you can, tolerate this and be bold to come out of this uh situation, I think you can do anything in life. You can do like literally anything in life, and you like you rightly said, you can achieve anything and you can become anything in your life, Fatima. So I wish all the very best for you. And you are soon to become a CST as well. We are so happy that you're joining us. So welcome on board. So after you became a PWSS, right? How has your life changed? Can you tell me a few events that you couldn't, maybe think of in the past, but now that you are a PWSS, you're able to do that now?
At university, we should give a presentation. Before I joined this program, it was bad, very bad. I struggled in each word. It's embarrassing. With practicing with using 1, 2, 3 punch. Now I can't, and I can pronounce say any word easily without fear, without anxious, without anything.
Now, this would be the part where I throw it back to Lee for his final words, but since the main man is not here, I just want to read a quote real quickly, and then I'll wrap up the meeting. And all credit goes to a guy named Dan from MTV's Road Rules back in 1998. And I think this applies for anybody that's having a tough time applying a crutch or a speech plan. And during an episode, he ended with this brilliant quote: "You can't be confident and keep things moving full force forward, and then at the same time be second guessing yourself when it comes time to do the task at hand. You have to be confident about it and not worry that you're going to fail. Because if you're worried about that while doing anything, like using a crutch or a speech plan, you're going to fail. So good, better, best, never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best." And I promise to everyone here, if you continue with the 1, 2, 3 punch and remain consistent with it each and every day, something beautiful, special, and magical will happen. And, our lovely speaker today showed us exactly that. So put the work in, and I'm telling you, your life is going to change. You're going to stop stuttering. You're probably going to be the best speaker amongst your peer group. And especially with mind training, you're just going to elevate your life in ways you never thought possible. So
I was like, yes, WSSA. We did it. But
Number
if it
one.
was me before 2022, everything in me will be saying, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. You can't do it, you can't do it. But just having the confidence that I've put in the work in the WSSA, I've done the work. I must deliver. I must show up for myself in every situation. That is the mindset. So I just completely stopped thinking about cure or anything. So my mindset right now is, can you communicate effectively and people understand what you're talking about?
Cindy, bless us with your voice.
These words are so powerful. I mean, so much. They helped me so much on my PWSS journey, and I hope they will also help you. Most of us go through life knowing only half of ourselves. So we use only half of our abilities. We suffer because we are strangers to ourselves. We have free choice to accept or reject thoughts. Nothing compels us to think anything except our own desires. Use your mental switch to dictate your thoughts. Believe you can improve, and you will. Wow, those are wonderful words. I just love to hear them. I love to read them. So thank you all.
Next on the mic, we got Patricia from Arizona. Patricia, the mic is yours.
If there's a strange upside to stuttering, it's that it made me determined. Life shifted dramatically. Getting married within 90 days, hashtag 90-day fiancé. The deepest regret is about my mother. After I moved to the US, I rarely spoke with her on the phone. Not because I didn't love her, but because the exhaustion and shame of speaking made me pull away. She passed away, and there's nothing I wouldn't give to speak with her again, stuttering or not. That loss is a hollow ache I carry, and it reminds me painfully and clearly of the cost of staying silent. My husband said something very smart. Just don't tell him that I actually said that. You've been doing the other program for almost 10 years, and you're not where you want to be. Maybe it's time to try something else. That push was the tipping point. If I step back and look at my whole story, what I see is this. Stuttering took a lot from me, but it also gave me grit, curiosity, and a fierce appreciation for people who show up. I have lost things because of stuttering. I carry regrets that sometimes feel heavy, but I have also gained so much. Discipline, empathy, and extraordinary people who have helped me fight back. Stuttering once felt like a prison. Today, thanks to this program and this community, it feels more like a challenge I can face and win, one punch at a time.
Woo! Folks, that's how you give a speech. That was a speech. Oh my goodness. You know, guys, come on, give him a hand for a second. Come on. This man deserves a hand. All right? Here we go. All right. Next on the mic from Canada, we got Tara.
The next day, they were not even thinking about that. So once you start, don't get stuck in that time of where you're stuttering, because nobody cares after that time. They might laugh for a few minutes, but they forget. So go and improve yourself. Go and fight for your life. Go and get better. Yeah. So nobody cares. Nobody's going to remember that. It's just in the moment. They might laugh at you at that moment, but keep working until you get better. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the bad incident, because once you do, it gets worse. So get over it, get out there, keep pushing forward. That's the only thing
I didn't know I stuttered. I had no idea what stuttering was, and I didn't even know the word. It was only when people around me started pointing it out, laughing, and grimacing when I spoke that I realized something was wrong with my speech. One of my beliefs was that when I'm nervous, I automatically stutter. Fortunately, I always had a belief that I could stop stuttering. That belief pushed me to look for ways to stop stuttering. And I came across this program that made my dream. I stopped stuttering for almost 2 years now. I thank Coach Lee and WSSA for helping me, for creating this community, and for spreading the message out there that stuttering is curable. What you do not change, you choose it, goes the expression. To change something, you have to know and believe it's changeable. Don't practice until you get it right. Practice until you can't get it wrong. I control my speech, not the environment, not people, not the situation. I do.
Next to Coach Lee, every time that I see your name listed down for a SAM talk, I'm always, intrigued, what is Fatimata going to say next? And I think have said this before in a SAM talk, but I'm going to say it again. There is 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and Fatimata giving a brilliant SAM talk. So I know it's been a while, but the wait was definitely well worth it. So thank you as always for the motivation and inspirational SAM talks.
I will remember those 3 things.
We all understand the struggles, but we also celebrate each other's victories. I'll always be grateful to WSSA, to Lee for creating this program, and to all of you for being part of this community. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, practicing, and keeping a growth mindset.
You're looking cool as a cucumber, my man. It seems normal for you. Yeah.
First off, Shiraz, you should get a job working for the Philadelphia Flyers, being a commentator for their games. Excellent job, my friend. I came across this morning, this saying. It's an old Arabic saying. It says, so if you want to die, throw yourself into the sea and you'll see yourself fighting to survive. You don't actually want to die. You want to kill something inside of you. And my friend, I think you have killed that stuttering demon that lived inside of you.
We are like family, improving together. And we really are a family outside of our own family. It is a blessing to have found this program. We all have to give thanks to Coach Lee. He has been like our, guru. And just all of us keep up the good work. All of us. That's it.
Your aura is very, very rich. I'm so happy you have found your voice.
Lee Lovett method do work. And for instance, my manager, 2 weeks ago, she told me that people loves when I do presentation, as I put a lot of passion and a smile. So it's very easy to follow me. So that was, that is thanks to this method.
I decided to write the PWS prayer. Goes something like this. Brothers and sisters, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of speech, I will fear no stuttering. I will fear no stammering. I will fear no blocking. I will fear no word. I will fear no man or woman or authority figure, because I walk with fluency. I talk with fluency. I shout with fluency, and I stomp with fluency, because I stomp on Satan stuttering, and I stomp, and I stomp, and I stomp on him till he retreats to the gates of hell. Be gone, you goat-legged demon of disfluency. Be gone. Bless me in the name of fluency, for I am a soldier in your name. Victory is mine. Victory is yours, brothers and sisters. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you.
I think we are all delivered from the stuttering demon this morning.
That was amazing. I am joining your church, okay?
Slowly.
Slowly,
Slower.
Slowly here.
Slowly. Slowly.
Slowing slower.
slowly.
Slowly.
Slowing. This was the presentation on slowing
And
down.
I have never felt so happy from the soul. I just thank everyone. Thank you. Okay.
What a great job, Terry. Honestly,
Thank you.
and I'm incredibly proud because you did exactly what we discussed on the sessions. You talked so controlled, without rushing, pausing, and also so brave, did it amazing job. So really, Terry, I'm incredibly proud.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm speechless,
Thank you.
honestly.
Thank
Well
you.
done, well done, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. Like really
Thank you.
incredible job. Of course, Terry, please. Okay, and now
I'm gonna cry.
Like I knew when my stuttering was gone, but how do I know? Because it took you over 10 years. Is it going to take me until I'm 78? Oh my God. Sorry.
No.
Thank you.
No. I had no help. I was in the wilderness alone. I never went to a speech therapist. If I had, I think I would have gone in reverse. I think it would have been worse for me. I'm not even sure there were speech therapists then. But I certainly don't need to hear that stuttering is incurable, because that's not true. So bring it on. Bring it to me. We have a new visitor today. Patricia has her baby with her. I love that.
She'll be here for just a few seconds, Coach Lee.
Patricia, when she was a teenager and nowhere near getting ready to have babies.
Yeah.
I've known her a long time now, 10 years, I think I've known her.
Yes, Coach Lee. 10 years has done a lot.
First off, I can't really top a baby. I'm just not that cute. All right. All right. Those are facts right there.
To heck with him, stuttering, a demon. I'm going to really, and I've said it more than once, I'm going to do it every second of the day.
I started to stammer when I was 5. In April, when I was 19, discovered the program, and in 2 weeks or 3, I already saw a massive improvement. So I really want to thank you, because I went to speech therapy when I was 10 until 12, also at 16, and unfortunately, I could not heal it. But since I found out about your program, my life has improved a lot. I feel so much more confident, and I really want to say thank you, Ami Esterla.
The man who's been on the Silver Mountain, the man with 2 tablets in his hands on the rules of fluency. Give it up for Lee.
I don't know what in the world you just said. I couldn't understand you. Did you say something to me? Seriously, I didn't understand you. Thank you.
Before, I used to compare myself and my speech to everyone else on the program. Everyone can do this. I can't. This time around, I really put my heart and soul into reading every day and doing the crutches and attending practice sessions. Oh my God, it's so important. As Pratusha says, you must double or treble up on all your reading. Just give it your heart and soul. You will never get to where you want to be if you don't put your heart and soul in it. And as well, the only person important in the program at the start when you join is you. Don't be comparing yourself to anyone else. Don't compare yourself to others. Give it your heart and soul. If you aren't reading aloud each day, you're not doing your mind training, you're not going to get probably to where you want to be.
Folks, take a second and hit your mic button because I want you to unmute it. And I want you to join me in singing happy birthday to Lee Lovett, whose birthday was yesterday.
Here we go.
Come on.
Let's do it.
Come on, guys.
All right,
unmute.
no, I go.
Unmute.
Let's do it.
All right. Happy
birthday
to
you. Happy birthday
to
you.
That's okay.
Happy birthday, dear Lee. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Here.
I want to thank Steve. That was wonderful. Thank all of you. Well, I think we could have a choral group here for sounds so good, but Halloween is my birthday, and I have to tell you, it's the greatest day of the year to have a birthday because your parents let you go out and trick or treat, you know. Of course, my parents are gone, but you know, I had a wonderful time all my life trick or treating on Halloween. So thank you for remembering that, Steve. That's very kind of you.
It made me sad when you said that you thought about suicide. Don't think about that, my friend. You have a voice. You have a pace. It is your voice. It is your pace. It is your power. Don't kill
It's
yourself.
truly your hard work that has brought you this far in your speech journey. And really hats off for that effort and hard work. And I just remember a quote. I don't know whether Winston Churchill said this or not, but I'm just going to say the quote. If I don't practice for a day, I notice. If I don't practice for a week, my wife notices. If I don't practice for a month, the world notices. So practice is so crucial. And I think you just, you just did that right
When I first
thing.
gave you the mic, you had some compliments for me. And you said, and I quote, Clifton, your speech is fantastic. It's fabulous. That's what you said. So I'm going to get that tattooed right here if that's cool.
Did you not hear what I read? Clifton. What did I have my mic off then?
No, we heard all of it.
Okay, Jesus. I'm incompetent when it comes to this technical stuff. It's a miracle that I'm ever
He
here.
was like you as well, severe stammerer. Every day was hell. Couldn't say my name, my kid's name, order food, everything you said. But my question is, do you remember the first time after around 3 months, as you said, that you had your first fluency victory? Or do you remember the first time you went to bed that evening and said, oh God, I haven't stammered all day, because I can, and I felt I won the lotto,
Every day I'm in a high pressure situation. My office is close to the director's office. So that's our boss. So I have to, when I come in through work, I have to pass his office to get my food into the refrigerator. So I have to greet him. So for
since I can remember, I was not able to say good morning.
Yeah.
So it's like every morning I pass his office, I'll be like, good.
Yeah.
So it was a very frustrating time for me. So one day after, I think 1.5 months into the program, I passed his office and I was like, oh, well, good morning, sir. Oh, well, good morning, sir. I was like, okay, I'm getting there. It's coming. They told me at some point, I think this was back in early August, they were like, oh, wow, you're speaking a little bit good now. We're not really seeing that story. And I was like, yeah, I'm in a therapy school right now to help my speech. I was like, oh, wow, you improved. So I was so happy the whole day. I was just so happy. I didn't even want to do any work for that day. I was, from them saying that, I felt like, oh, well, I've done so much,
I just want to say I'm so happy for you. And yeah, it happened to me
Thank you.
when I actually introduced myself and said Tara 3 times in one shift in work. And I came home like, oh my God, I think it's actually starting to happen. And it is. It's like, anyway.
Determination. That's what all of us need to finish this job, is the determination to stay with it until we truly love to speak in all venues. Determination to love to speak in all venues.
One of my dreams is to be a father, and you are a father. And it's a really personal question. How is it to be a father, and to deal with your speech? And how has your relationship with your family improved once you became a PWSS? Because it used to be one of my main worries. How can I be a father if I can barely speak?
So that should be one of your driving force. So you can make it a goal and say, speech must improve. Once my kids come, it will be a story that I will tell them, oh, there was once a time in my life where I was struggling with my words, and they'll laugh about it, and you can laugh as well. Remove yourself from anything that will make you repeat words. Try your best to bring that to almost 0 or 1% or 2% as much as you can. And then being a father is something that it's a very, very enjoyable thing. You will love it. You will love it because your kids will imitate you. You will be the example. So whatever you do, you have to make sure that you're setting a good example for your kids, because your actions will speak louder than whatever you're going to tell your kids. So how you live your life will matter the most. So did you work hard on yourself? Did you do everything within your power, to get up there? That's what your kids will look at, So you will be the one in charge. So
yeah. In the great words of Lee, say it like you mean it.
There you go.
So Sajid, that was a fantastic speech.
I generally agree. I don't think it's good to disclose your stammer. I agree with letting your speech speak for itself, but I actually disclosed my stammer last week. So I just want to quickly, even though I'm trying to speak slow, want to quickly tell you all about what I done last week. So when I was about age 25, I more or less gave up contacting all my friends, and I never went out with any of them anymore for the next, say, 20 years, because I couldn't speak on the phone. Go on, like Danny. I couldn't speak on the phone to them. It was very awkward being out in the social gatherings. It was just a nightmare. So I contacted 2 of my really good friends about 2 weeks ago, and I met up with them last week. So I actually disclosed to them why I hadn't been in touch more or less for the last 20 years, that it wasn't because I didn't care about them. I told them my speech went really bad and I just couldn't like go out. So they could not believe it. And I actually spoke incredibly. We actually we met up at 6:30 in the evening. And before we knew it, it was about 1:15. But I was so happy to disclose to them why I hadn't been in touch for 20 years. Oh my God. And I had a fantastic night, and they just couldn't believe how confident I was in my speech. And I told them I joined the program, and it was a fantastic night. So I really wanted to speak here to practice my speech. So I thought, hey, I'll tell you all my story, and thank you all for listening. Thank you.
All right, man. I love it. I'm loving this meeting right now. All right. Next on the mic, we got the greatest singer in the world. His name is Noah Sam from Switzerland.
First of, I also want to say your quote is right here. Start slow and go with the flow. I have it on my card, carried around everywhere. Now, what new insights did you gain from this program? Like, was there a certain light bulb moment when you had realized, oh, I could do this new technique, or this is actually more important than I thought? Is there anything that comes to mind?
It's the flow. It's the flow. Whatever technique you use, start slow and get in the flow, get into the flow, or sing-songy approach, get into the flow. So that's the biggest takeaway. See, my problem was that how do I start and navigate and manage those meetings? So it was very important that I get into the flow. I get into that state of mind from where I can manage these meetings. So this program, thanks to Coach Lee, your book and all the videos that helped me to get into the flow.
Yes.
And
have you done any other speech programs prior to this one?
I took one course and from a SLP, and he had some phone app and there was some instrument that was touching the larynx, and then I would read and he will see something on the web and also, and that took a lot of money, $5,000 or $6,000. And then I started to laugh. I said, how that increases my stress level? You think that's going to increase my level of challenge? Then I said, thank you, boss. I don't mind spending my money. I am not doing it anymore. My time is important.
All of this talk of going into meetings and speaking with very important people, I actually think this is a huge problem for people who stammer, especially adults, because we're the one that have to speak to these people. Like, I cannot say how important it was for me anyway to actually believe that everyone in this world is on the same wavelength in the way. If we were all on the same time zone, we all have a mission at the end of each day. Get to our families, get home, and have a lovely sleep in our beds, hopefully. People go into meetings and speak to authority figures and their hearts are pounding. And it's such a huge problem in the stuttering community. It's so important to believe, and it takes time. But when you say the affirmation, the only opinion of me that matters is my opinion of myself. And with passion, I love speaking to strangers, authority figures, and groups. I could never even go into a course because I thought the instructor was so much more important than me. They are not. The only one in your life, and especially when you're trying to heal your stammer, that is important is you. And we have to get it out of our heads, going into meetings and talking to doctors and on the phone to authority figures. A big conundrum of all of this is to get that out of your head. I so strongly believe we are all one, we're all the same. And as Coach Lee says, when you say hi to people, I know I'm done now. When you say hi to people at the start, to these authority figures and important people, if you smile and just say, hi, how are you, straight away, the barrier breaks down and they're just like me and you. And it's very hard to believe, but that's a very important point. I'll shush now, sorry. All of this talk of going into meetings and speaking with very important people, I actually think this is a huge problem for people who stammer, especially adults, because we're the one that have to speak to these people. Like, I cannot say how important it was for me anyway to actually believe that everyone in this world is on the same wavelength, in the way. If we were all on the same time zone, we all have a mission at the end of each day. Get to our families, get home, and have a lovely sleep in our beds, hopefully. People go into meetings and speak to authority figures and their hearts are pounding. And it's such a huge problem in the stuttering community. It's so important to believe, and it takes time. But when you say the affirmation, the only opinion of me that matters is my opinion of myself. And with passion, I love speaking to strangers, authority figures, and groups. I could never even go into a course because I thought the instructor was so much more important than me. They are not. The only one in your life, and especially when you're trying to heal your stammer, that is important is you. And we have to get it out of our heads, going into meetings and talking to doctors and on the phone to authority figures. A big conundrum of all of this is to get that out of your head. I so strongly believe we are all one, we're all the same. And as Coach Lee says, when you say hi to people, I know I'm done now. When you say hi to people at the start, to these authority figures and important people, if you smile and just say, hi, how are you, straight away, the barrier breaks down and they're just like me and you. And it's very hard to believe, but that's a very important point. I'll shush now. Sorry.
One of my great regrets is that we don't have more girls here. Number one, I've always preferred girls to guys, and that's the way it is. And I'm dead serious. And we only have a few, and that's not very unfortunate for us. I would note this, that according to the medical world, 80% of stutterers are male. So that's one reason why we don't have a larger representation of females.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next person is a world-renowned speech therapist and probably the Michael Jordan of coaches. Give it up for Prathusha.
I have this habit, and the thing is, I have a childhood picture of me stuck in my washroom. So whenever I go there, I talk to the child. You know, I can be ruthlessly hard with myself, but when I see the child right out there, I don't want to hurt her. And I just want to keep motivating her, you know? And yeah,
Yes.
when you said those comments, I just thought of sharing this. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's fantastic. And sorry, I just want to add, actually, on the ceiling of my bed, I have an A4 picture of me as a child as well.
Fantastic.
And I always look at him when I say the affirmations.
Absolutely. Fantastic, Noah.
Nice, perfect, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hello, everyone, and Coach Lee. That was a very amazing poem and speech. Like, it was like very good. I think that if you start to like teach everyone about these poems, everyone will become very, very, very smart.
Special applause to these people under age 16 who have the courage to come on here and face all you old, frightening, very brilliant, hardworking adults. You know, it's way to go.
Thank you all.
These Hassan and Yassine.
And Yassine, yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Hassan and Yassine will probably be president, vice president in like 2064 or whatever. And y'all have my vote for sure.
It's time to close our meeting. I hope that you enjoyed exchanging thoughts with ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. I will now end with our motto. Feel free to say along with me. If you can say one word, anywhere, anytime, you can say and love to say anywhere, anytime. Until next Saturday, it's been a great weekend. God bless. Woo!